Let me tell you something. If you ask the property owner, the landlord, and he doesn't expose all the facts about his property before he sets it out for rent, if he refuses to do so, don't rent that place. He must be hiding something. But you may say, we will never rent a place if that's the case. Well, buddy, streets are always out there. Seriously though, I meant if he doesn't want to talk about the history of the house, and you, let's say, dig deeper and find out something suspicious and you face him with the info and he denies it or refuses to explain it, then that's your red flag. All this babbling just to get you introduced to Giselle and her creepy situation. She is a girl who lives in Dallas. She decided to move to a new apartment on her own to feel more like an independent woman, but a ghost felt like she wasn't strong enough for that, so he went on living with her rent-free. Let me get you to the clip that started all the paranormal chaos, and yeah, it's paranormal because no one is slick enough to move in and out like a ghost. So, as of one night, Giselle woke up to some noises that disrupted her sleep when she was about to put a ring on her finger. She couldn't tell what caused the noise, but after a short time of waiting, here it comes, the moment that broke her. From under the door's gap, she saw, and we also can see it in the video, what looks like a dark figure standing behind it. She shook and froze. That figure was stubborn, but the moment he left the area, or maybe several minutes after, she rushed to her car and fled the place like a bird who found freedom. She drove away and never came back. The end. At the end of that night, she never came back till the next morning. She asked the owner about the history of the place. He said with full confidence, "Well, sweetie, only 3 people passed away in that same unit, not to mention other incidents in the area." But Giselle wasn't going to leave without a fight. That's why the other day in the other clip, she freaked out when her motion detecting camera was detecting a movement without anyone other than her in the room.
Obviamente no me voy a levantar a ver qué es, pero tengo miedo, estoy temblando del miedo. Si pasa algo... No mames. No mames. Creo que hay alguien atrás de la puerta. O algo. Tengo miedo. Tengo miedo. Tal vez era mi imaginación, no miré mal. Pero salí corriendo de ahí porque... Tengo miedo.
I'm actually surprised that she persisted to stay in that house, and if you check her account, even more intimidating clips can be watched where more insight into ghostly activity takes place. I'm not someone who's usually afraid of elevators. I mean, I'm afraid of heights, but not elevators. Yes, the idea of being stuck in there, or the elevator misfunctioning and breaking, then falling at full speed, is terrifying by itself, but that is such a rare occasion. Also, we have been using this thing for nearly 170 years according to Google, so we got used to it, and the technology got so good that it's safer than taking the stairs. But not if the stairs are the only option to escape an elevator ride. Before you hit your head on the wall and cause extra cost for the month on your monthly bill, let me get you in line with what I'm trying to convey here. The video revolves around an investigation taking place in what looks most like an abandoned hospital. The investigator was hearing a crying sound from what the translation is saying, and it seems like whatever sound he heard was coming from inside the elevator, which was closed. The place is abandoned, so there should be no electricity. Then how do you explain the doors of that elevator opening on their own? Not once, but multiple times. Yeah, fellas, these doors opened and closed on their own. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part was the coffee cup dropping on the table. That's on me, not on the video. The worst part regarding the video was the hand that came out of nowhere holding onto the elevator door. Are China and Japan the only countries on this planet where they tend to abandon places that seem to have been on duty, just, well, all of a sudden deserted? Ian is exploring multiple places at the same time, but it was a long night for him, not in a good way, obviously. He decided to venture his way to the abandoned convent known as Jericho Trinity, a location surrounded by bone-chilling rumors of abuse and paranormal activities. He went on and entered the convent, and he instantly began hearing sounds, what sounded like a baby crying, which is tied to a legend around the place. Maybe they have done some sus rituals in there, not going to get into more details, you know. He was in the basement where the crying and unexplained footsteps were heard, but in the entrance to the basement, he captured an even creepier event when he captured what looks like a phantom, though I may assume it was the shadow of the corner cast due to the light hitting it, but who says I'm an expert? Ian thought it might be the ghost of a nun, so we split on assumptions here. He had to leave the basement where he faced even weirder events. The book that all of a sudden flipped its pages, you know what was scarier than that? The book itself was so thick and full of pages you could literally commit a felony with it if you used it against someone. The investigator pressured himself further and kept it going, where he had to see the crucifix dancing on the wall. After he left the building, he was taking pictures of the window from the outside when what appeared to be a blooming white figure seemed to be watching from the window. Inside the church, he finds the rope that was hanging from the ceiling swinging on its own, not to mention the squeaking sounds of things being dragged. Did I mention that there was also an abandoned school in there? Yeah, there, in my opinion, came face to face with the most appealing phenomenon, a shadow figure passing by from behind the door.
All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and make my way upstairs to where the nuns used to live. And maybe try to make contact with Sister Maria, who is said to be one of the main spirits that haunts this place. What was that? Dude, I just heard like a whining sound coming from down in this direction. Hello? Hello? I think that's the door that leads to the basement. And they say they hear babies down there. Is that what I heard? Oh, dude. If one of the nuns is down here with me, I want you to make a loud noise to let me know. Oh my goodness. That came from this room. This room right here. It sounded like one of those cries again. Pitch darkness. down here. Did you hear that? I just heard a voice. A voice over there. Sisters? Is that you? Either I'm going absolutely crazy or I just heard like a woman's voice say something. I couldn't make out what, but it sounded like an older woman. Oh, whoa, dude, there's someone there. There's someone there. What the? Dude, there was somebody standing on the stairs. There was somebody right there. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Hello? Dude, there's no one. There's no one here. Sister, is me trying to communicate with you sacrilegious? Oh, dude, what the oh my gosh. Dude, that thing is going crazy. That thing is going crazy. That thing hasn't spiked once. Until I ask that question. Oh my goodness. Sister? Oh, Jesus. Oh my gosh, dude. I just heard footsteps out here. Echoey footsteps. It sounded like they were somewhere in this hallway. It seems like I triggered something with that question. Holy moly. Sister, is that you? I just heard something over here now. Sister Maria, if that's you, could you... Whoa, dude! What the Sorry. Dude. Sister, is there something you're trying to tell me? What the... Oh, look at that! Look at that! Dude, she was moving that crucifix. Oh my gosh. Thank you again, Sister Maria. Is this your way of teaching me? Teaching me what you know about the Bible? In the afterlife?
Out of nowhere, the crucifix on the wall begins swinging dramatically. I believe this was Sister Maria's ghost, warning me to leave her sacred sanctuary. Show yourself right now.
I can't tell. It looked like a bit of a disturbance in that one. I don't know. I could be going crazy. It's hard to see because it's so high up. I don't see it anymore. I don't know. Is there something up there? I think I might have just caught something. Oh my gosh.
If you look closely, there appears to be a mist-like disturbance up in the bell tower that appears and disappears.
It's like he's looking down at me or something. All right, I gotta get up there. I gotta make sure there's nobody up there. Oh God. Hello? Who's in here? Whoa, dude, that's the rope. That's the rope to the bell tower. Dude, it's moving. Holy. Oh, dude, he's definitely up there. He is definitely up there. This thing is moving back and forth like crazy. Okay. Oh, goodness. Whoa, what's that? What was that? I did not like that sound at all. Whatever it was, it sounded metallic. Like something scraping on metal. I mean, it could have just been mice. Maybe it's just mice. Whoa. What the heck was that, dude? It sounded like a door. Like shutting. Hello? Is there somebody up there? Dude, I swear to God, I heard a door close up there, so I'm gonna have to go up there. What the was that? That was like a ringing sound. Did you hear that, or am I losing my mind? What the heck? I don't know. All I know is it sounds creepy. Whoa, that just came from down here. Oh my God! Who's there? Who's there? I just seen like a dark figure dart past these doors. I just seen him through the windows. It was like boom, whoosh, this way, and he must have went somewhere in here. Oh my God, dude, that scared me. That scared the living daylights out of me. If there's anybody in here, could you? What the was that? Hello? It was definitely like a loud knock or bang, I don't know. I mean, it is an old building, so I can't rule that out. Whoever just made that sound, could you make that sound again? It could have came from anywhere. That's the thing. It's so echoey in here. Oh my God. Who's making those noises? I can hear you. Hearing more noises. Oh God. Look at all these mannequins. That does not make investigating this place any easier. Oh, there was another one. Did you see that? It was just in there, down that hallway. Dude, I'm seeing like weird lights all over this place, and I don't even know how you'd explain them. Excuse me, ma'am. I was in here. What kind of stuff went on down here? Is this where you would punish children? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Whoever that was, they did not sound happy. Am I making you angry? If you're in this room, call out like you just did, so I can hear you. Oh, dude. That wasn't this one. That came from this one. Right here. Hello? Are you trapped in there? You can come out. Don't be afraid. You're not in trouble anymore, okay? Go ahead and come out. Or how about this, little bud? I'll open the door for you. Holy... That doorknob just jiggled. There's someone in there. Okay, little guy. Or gal. I know you're in here. Could you jiggle this doorknob again? Use whatever energy you need. You see that? Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, dude. And look, there's nothing. There's nothing in here. No one. My name is Ian. What the is that? Oh God, dude. I'm hearing footsteps out there. Heavy, heavy footsteps. Who's that out there that I'm hearing? Is that one of the nuns? Whoa, dude. Oh my God, dude. I just heard a whisper. I just heard you. He's coming. What? Oh God.
I don't know how there was a school in there. Like, what kind of place is that supposed to be? Look, I know it's called a convent, but I thought it was more like a church. Perhaps I need to gather up more knowledge. Cleaning a mess of a previous owner is not a job I would like to do unless I am finally able to purchase the dream house. Even if it's not the exact house I dreamed of, at least it's a house I own. That by itself is a dream in this day and age. This takes us to Ryan, the man who took on that mission to clean his property from the mess of the previous owner, whom I assume has passed away and might have in the house itself, which could explain why his belongings are still there. So what's the problem with the house? Well, to put it simply, it's haunted. Ryan assumes it could be haunted by the spirit of the previous owner, especially since his belongings are still there. In one of the videos, after Ryan had to install some security cameras, they sent him multiple alerts on different occasions of unknown movement, like the one clip where he rushed to his house, where he began hearing the noises from the attic. The attic is where all the paranormal activity is coming from. He did investigate it, but found nothing except for the things I mentioned. In one of the clips, you can see the door opening by itself, followed by a ball falling down from the attic. The same attic where, in the other clip, there seems to be something, I don't know what it is. It was dark, more like fingers peeking out. Ryan even found his dog outside the house, but he was supposed to be inside and locked. No one was in the house, so how did he end up outside? Even the dog was confused.
Like, honestly, guys, like, I don't even know what to do. I'll take any help, any recommendations. I know there's been a lot of comments and stuff. The door's wide open, man. I know there's been a lot of comments and requests and everything to try to help me out. I'll take it. I'll take any advice I possibly can. Let me show you guys. I don't have any outlets up there. And this is all I can do. Look, all I can do is run that bit here and set it down. That's the best I can get for ring cameras to try to reach up here. So, man, I'm almost in tears, bro. Like, I'm almost in tears. Like, I can't just leave this. Man, listen to that. Well, come on then. Come on. Man. Who's up here? Come on, I'm not playing around. Who's up here? Hello? Hey, who is up here? Hello? There's nobody up here. Let me start another video. I didn't do it on TikTok. I'm doing my regular video. There's nobody up here. I want to show you guys something, man. Open my garage door, pulling into my house. And guess what's on, man? The lights are on in the shed. Haven't been in there in 3 days. 3 days. Haven't been in there. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. No, you know what? We're doing this in one take. One take. One take. Oh my gosh, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's see. I gotta see what's going on. Hold on. This is insane. Doors open in here, too. Hey, who's in here? Hey. Who is in here? Come on, man. Come on. What is that? What is that? Oh my God, dude, Hey, who is in here, man? I'm over it! Oh my God. Did you hear that? And that car is broken down. That's my mother's car that's been here for months. No one is in this house, man. How is my dog outside? Okay. I'm done. Oh my God, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Oh my God.
The dog was like, "Don't yell at me. I don't know how I ended up here." I can speak their language, by the way, only when I feel tired, though, for some odd reason. This next clip is underrated, so don't underestimate it either. It really is not an easy pill to swallow, so be careful. Sounds like a code of some sort, but I will make it clearer. You see, the next clip may not seem much at first, though once you know what the context is, you may walk back home on your feet tonight and leave that car for a couple of days because you may not be able to look at the back seat when driving alone. The video takes place in Bali, Indonesia, where an Uber driver was taking an order like usual, though it was late at night. He picks up a passenger, or so he thought. He began hearing the passenger praying, and before he reached his destination, he realized that something was off and the passenger wasn't there. Once they reached the destination, the house was completely empty and deserted. No one resides there.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah Maha Besar. Allah Maha Besar. Allah Maha Besar. Allahu Akbar. Ya Allah, ampuni hamba, ya Allah, ampuni hamba, Allah. Allahumma sholli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma sholli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Tiada Tuhan seallah selain Allahumma sholli alaihi wasallam. Allahumma sholli alaihi wasallam.
He asked the locals to get more information about the house. They told him that it has been abandoned for a while. All the residents of it have passed away after a fire burned the whole thing down. So yeah, that passenger may very likely be the spirit of one of the residents. That's why I have trust issues. Heck, I can't even trust looking behind my back when driving a car. I can't even trust you if you haven't yet subscribed and watched the next video on screen.